Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a quick overview and swatches of the new Tarteist Pro Palette. Now this palette launched exclusively on the Tarte website last week, or about a week and a half by the time you guys saw this. I immediately purchased it because I love eyeshadow palettes, and it's like a drug for me. I have to get the latest one out no matter what, as long as I'm interested. Now this does promise to have good for you ingredients without like all the icky bad stuff, as Tarte says. It comes with 20 eyeshadows, 16 of which are matte, and then there are 4 duochromes. And honestly, I love the way the duochromes apply, spoiler alert. And the way the palette is set up, it is so that anybody and everybody can use it, whether you are a makeup artist or you are just someone who loves makeup and maybe you're starting out. So according to Tarte, each row basically is a singular look, so you don't have to worry about mixing and matching and finding the right complementary shade. I did apply the shadows today, but I didn't stick with a certain row because I like to play around. Some apply better or swatch better than others. I will definitely say Smoked and Vamped were a little bit, I don't want to say chalky, but they were, when you dip your finger into it, it felt, I'm gonna say chalky, it felt kind of chalky, but I didn't have any issues when I was applying them to the lid. So that's just something that I want to call out, is that they might look chalky on with a finger swatch, but when applied with a brush, it is a very different thing. Now in terms of quality, I will say it's better than the Tarte holiday collections. Although I almost always pick up a Tarte holiday collection, it's very hit or miss. Some of the shadows are amazing, some of the shadows are lackluster, and I always find myself gravitating towards like 1, 2, maybe 5 shades max. I would say this is very similar to the Tarte 2 palette that came out, which is honestly one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I find the shadows to be easy to blend, very pigmented, and super beautiful, not chalky at all, compared to like the Tarte 1 palette, which was a little bit chalkier. I didn't really like the color selection. So this one I would say falls somewhere closer to the Tarte 2. It just has complementary, or it just has a little bit more pops of color. Like this guy swatches so gorgeously. I am satisfied with the purchase. It does come with like a giant mirror. I don't have any issues so far playing around with it. There is fallout, especially with the black shade called Punk. I do find that if I'm swiping on across the lid, there's fallout, but if you're gently patting the eyeshadow on, then there isn't any fallout. So it's just a matter of how you're going to apply it. Are all of the swatches. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will say that it does get a lot of kick up when you like play around with the shadows. Like this is what my palette, well, it doesn't look that dirty here, but it, like, my palette's getting a little bit grubby. So if you're like a neat freak, that's just something to think about. Excuse me. We have a lot of like kick up when you are dipping your brush into it. That's just how soft these shadows are. Not the end of the world, but I did want to call that out. The palette retails for $53. It is currently available on Tarte.com. And I believe it's going to be in Sephora stores in November, which is what they said on their Instagram. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. Bye!